If you're about to spend over $40,000 on a hybrid SUV, don't do it until you see this. The 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid is everywhere right now. But is it actually worth the hype, or just another polished up promise? This is a full deep dive review, not some surface level walk around. We've driven it, tested it, and stacked it up against its toughest rivals. From real-world fuel economy to how it actually handles, from long-term reliability to the tech that matters, we're breaking it all down piece by piece. Before we get started, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to support the team. It helps us keep these no BS reviews coming. All right, let's get into it.
Let's talk numbers, because that's where most buying decisions start. The 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid kicks off at just over $37,000 for the sport trim with front-wheel drive. Step up to the TrailSport with all-wheel drive, and you're looking at around $40,000. Go all in with the Sport Touring AWD, and you're flirting with $43,600. For that, you get a full suite of upscale touches, built-in Google, premium Bose sound, wireless charging, heated everything. It definitely feels closer to a luxury SUV than a mainstream compact. But here's the catch. That price tag pushes it well past competitors like the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, and Kia Sportage Hybrid, all of which start lower and still deliver impressive performance and features. So what gives? Is Honda's build quality, hybrid system, and brand reputation enough to justify the premium? That's what we're about to find out. Because when you're spending north of 40 grand, good enough isn't good enough. Under the hood, the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid sticks with what's tried and true. A 2.0-liter Atkinson cycle 4-cylinder engine paired with 2 electric motors. Combined, this setup delivers 204 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque. On paper, those aren't jaw-dropping numbers, but in real-world driving, it's a different story. Acceleration is smooth and consistent, especially compared to the gas-only turbo CR-V, which can feel more abrupt. In fact, the hybrid hits 60 miles per hour in around 7.6 seconds in all-wheel drive form. That's not lightning fast, but for a compact hybrid SUV, it's more than respectable. The power delivery feels effortless in city driving and calm on the highway, exactly what most daily drivers are looking for. But it's not all perfect. Under heavy load or on long climbs, the engine can drone noticeably, and the single-speed clutch lock transmission doesn't offer the same snap as some turbocharged competitors. If you're expecting something sporty or quick shifting like a dual-clutch Hyundai or Mazda's tuned turbo setup, the CR-V Hybrid won't match that level of engagement. That said, where the CR-V Hybrid shines is in its balance. It doesn't chase thrills, it delivers control, predictability, and refinement. For most buyers, that's exactly what matters. On paper, the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid delivers impressive fuel economy. EPA estimates for the front-wheel drive version come in at 43 miles per gallon in the city, 36 on the highway, and 40 combined. Opt for the all-wheel drive version, and those numbers drop slightly to 40 city, 34 highway, and 37 combined.
But as always, real-world performance tells a fuller story. In testing by several outlets, including long-term reviewers and fuel economy logs, actual highway numbers landed closer to 33 or 34 mpg for the AWD trims. That's especially true for the TrailSport, where the chunkier all-terrain tires and added weight take a noticeable toll. Aggressive throttle use, common in hill climbs or merging scenarios, also dents those figures. Even so, the CR-V Hybrid remains competitive. It edges out some rivals like the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid in city efficiency, but slightly lags behind the Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage hybrids on the highway. Still, if you're sticking to urban commutes or mixed suburban routes, this CR-V delivers the kind of savings at the pump that most buyers expect from a hybrid badge. It's not class-leading in every condition, but it's consistently efficient where it matters most. Step inside the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid, and you're greeted by a cabin that's smart, functional, and refreshingly uncluttered. Honda didn't try to overwhelm you with gimmicks. Instead, they focused on delivering a layout that just works. Controls are intuitive, visibility is excellent, and materials feel solid throughout. But let's talk numbers, because that's where the CR-V quietly dominates. Rear seat passengers get a generous 41 inches of legroom, making it one of the most spacious second rows in the compact SUV class. Fold down the rear seats and you unlock up to 76.5 cubic feet of cargo space. That's not just good, it's best in class. Grocery runs, weekend gear, full-size strollers, you name it, it fits. Tech-wise, the CR-V Hybrid keeps up with expectations. All trims come standard with a 9-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Move up the range and you get a 10.2-inch digital gauge cluster, wireless charging, a Bose premium sound system, and built-in Google apps like Maps and Assistant integrated directly into the infotainment. But here's the trade-off. While the CR-V shines in space and usability, some competitors still edge it out in interior flair. The Mazda CX-50 Hybrid wraps you in soft touch materials and a near luxury vibe. The Toyota RAV4 Hybrid throws in clever storage solutions and a slightly more upscale finish. The CR-V plays it safer, but if you prioritize space, tech that actually works, and long-haul comfort, it absolutely delivers. Now let's talk about the trim that tries to break the CR-V out of its suburban comfort zone, the TrailSport Hybrid. It's Honda's answer to the rugged aesthetic trend sweeping through the SUV market. On the surface, it certainly looks the part. You've got chunky 18-inch all-terrain tires, distinctive shark gray wheels, and that exclusive ash green paint offset by bold orange accents. It grabs attention in a way most CR-Vs simply don't.
But once you look past the styling, the TrailSport's ruggedness starts to feel more like theater than substance. There's no added ground clearance, no skid plates, no upgraded suspension components. What you do get is a retuned AWD system that can now send up to 50% of torque to the rear wheels. Handy in snow or mud, sure, but not the kind of engineering leap that makes this a legitimate off-roader. Inside, TrailSport adds some orange stitching and embossed logos, but it shares its core interior with the other trims. Reviewers have been consistent. This version is more about image than capability. It's the trim you buy if you want your CR-V to look like it could tackle a trail without ever needing to prove it. That said, if you're driving mostly on-road but want a little more attitude in your daily commute and appreciate slightly better traction in bad weather, TrailSport makes sense. Just don't mistake it for a Bronco or a Subaru Wilderness. This is still very much a CR-V at heart. Practical, composed, and built for the road, not the rocks. When it comes to reliability, the 2026 CR-V Hybrid leans hard on one of Honda's greatest strengths, consistency. The hybrid system it uses, Honda's eHEV setup, isn't new experimental tech. It's the same core drivetrain that's powered Civic and Accord hybrids for years, and it's been fine-tuned to near bulletproof status. That gives the CR-V Hybrid a huge advantage over some newer hybrid rivals, still ironing out software quirks and drivetrain hiccups. Owners have reported exactly what you'd hope to hear from a Honda. Fuel economy that holds steady well into the 30s, even under real-world driving conditions. No widespread electrical gremlins, no unpredictable warning lights, and no complicated plug-in systems to worry about. And since the CR-V Hybrid isn't a plug-in, it skips the expensive charging hardware and added long-term maintenance headaches that can come with those systems. Routine service? It's straightforward and affordable. Brake wear is lower than in a gas-only CR-V thanks to regenerative braking, and there's no traditional transmission to fail down the line. Even outside of warranty, ownership costs are predictably tame, something that can't always be said for turbocharged or plug-in competitors.
In a world where hybrid tech can sometimes feel intimidating or fragile, the CR-V Hybrid is refreshingly drama-free. It's not flashy, but if you want a hybrid SUV you can drive for a decade with minimal surprises, this one delivers. Let's be honest, the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid isn't here to win drag races or conquer backwoods trails. It's not the sharpest to drive, nor the flashiest inside. But where it counts most, reliability, fuel efficiency, interior space, and day-to-day comfort, it quietly outperforms the hype. If your priorities are long-term value, proven hybrid tech, low running costs, and a cabin that works with your life, this CR-V Hybrid is one of the smartest plays in the compact SUV game. Honda didn't try to reinvent the wheel, they just refined it again. That said, if your checklist includes sporty handling, upscale interior flair, or real trail capability, you might want to explore rivals like the Mazda CX-50, Toyota RAV4 TRD Off-Road, or Subaru Forester Wilderness. Want us to break down those next? Let us know in the comments. And before you head out, show some love. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and join the Car Today Reviews community. We don't sell hype, we bring facts from the shop floor to your screen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.